you get the code violation.
I think accidentally is being a bit kind.
Well, you know, that's just a figure of speech, you know. Looked like 205, that serve.
Magical play.
I love it. he just stands there and doesn't bother to move his feet, just puts the racket to the ball, plays a little drop volley. You certainly got him running. Look at that. There's just nothing to it, is there?
So the rival supporters whipping their men up. Back level on mini breaks, 3-all.
Oops. Is he okay? Yep, he's okay. Well, is he okay? He said yes.
I think he's not okay as he lost the point.
Well, that's not important. It is, of course, to Enqvist, but as long as he hasn't hurt his ankle.
And now trouble brewing.
And you could see Enqvist going with his two fingers so close together. He's just that little bit higher, just that little bit higher. The problem is that when he gets it a little bit higher, he seems to get it that little bit too long. He just can't find the proper range with his forehand. Not consistently, anyway. He needed that point. Rios now has the chance to serve out the set. He almost panicked when he hit that smash.
And what an important miss it could be. Set him up here. Brilliant forehand. In he comes. And now he's got to save 2 set points.
Nope.
Third set, Rios. 7 games to 6.
Well, Rios has fought back really strongly here and answered a few critics after dropping the first set.
He was just a little bit too quick.
Because when I say a new platform, of course, he's never reached the quarter-final of a Grand Slam, Rios. This will be the first one. He'll be very aware of that, despite all the money he's made and the big scalps he's picked off here and there. So he can beat the big players on the big occasion, but hasn't done it at the Grand Slams yet. Say yet. This could be the start of it. won 4 ATP titles, 3 in '95, Bologna, Amsterdam and Kuala Lumpur. And then only one, surprisingly, last year, St. Polten. Reached 9 semi-finals, but won only one.
And of course, the higher the ranking you have, the more difficult the tournaments you're playing, because you're up against the better players, so the more difficult it is for you to win titles. But he certainly has the talent to win in any company.
We please go back.
Mentioned Rios' year. Enqvist looked to have a lean time at the beginning of the year. He was losing here, there and everywhere. Won the title in New Delhi, but it wasn't a high-class field. And then had a terrific end, Paris Indoor and Stockholm. Back-to-back with serving and ground strokes to back it up. It really was a super end of year. He was playing like a top 3 player, which I'm convinced he will be.
But to prove that you don't have
got so many shots, sometimes too many.
Well, talented players like this normally take a little bit longer to develop, because they've got to put their whole game together. So it's a little bit of a surprise that someone with so many strokes has come on so quickly and so early.
Yes, Rios still just 21. In fact, he was 21 on Boxing Day. Enqvist 22, be 23 in March. His second ace of the set. And again, it looks like one breaker serve is going to be crucial here. Rios 2 sets to 1, 2 games to 1.
Ago.
Yes, that is strange. Maybe he wants something to get angry about, because everything's going so well. He's playing fabulously once more. Enqvist better get that first serve out now.
15.
A number of scintillating winners, but also still a number of unforced errors. Both these players going for big shots. Just 2 shots from Rios, but how good were they, Bob?
I mean, that return to serve was just unbelievable. It was one of the best that you could ever want to see, because it was an extremely powerful first serve, and he just rifled it down the line.
Incredible eyesight.
198 k's an hour that first serve was.
And it went back in the corner.
Yeah.
And look at him running everything down now. It's all coming together at the moment for Marcelo Rios. And the number 7 seed is in real trouble. Serve broken, only 1 break spin enough. There were no breaks in the 3rd set, but 1 break enough in the 1st and 2nd.
And it was interesting then, because you can see that he doesn't have the feel on the forehand. He made an error on the backhand, but he hit a forehand deep, and then he stopped, thinking, well, it's going long, and suddenly had to come back and play because it didn't go long. It was on the line.
Well, he'd done enough running. And Rios is in one of those spells now where he looks a world beater.
Well, he was always in trouble, was Enqvist, when he went down the line with his forehand. And the shot before that wasn't a good enough shot. But that's a good enough serve.
He's brimful of confidence. We know about his talent. He's in front. It's difficult to see the way back for Enqvist right now. No. Just can't volley today. Again, tactic was right.
Yeah, definitely. Good job getting the return, and then he comes in well. And it's not that good a backhand passing shot attempt from Rios. He should have hit that for a winner for sure. Both players want that as called good. And you can see the smile on his face. He knows he was just dazed.
Calling particularly today, I think, has left a little bit to be desired. I'm not in favour of overrules, and I know you're not, so difficult job for the umpire, who may be having the same thoughts as we are.
I saw that ball shoot, and usually that's a sure sign that it hit the line.
Yeah. So he's had what we think is an ace called out, and now another point. It's 40-30. He does deserve this game.
I just remember back to that 40-love point now. when both players knew it was an ace, but they were about the only two people that knew it was an ace. And now it's deuce. What is going to happen to Rios should he lose the serve?
Well, I have to say I'm glad it was called out.
No discredit, of course, to Enqvist for continuing to play the points, because it's not his job to call the lines.
Well played, Marcelo Rios. Well, maturity is not a word that readily comes to mind when you talk of Marcelo Rios, but there was a certain amount of maturity and a philosophical approach right there.
He did very, very well to keep his composure. He did question the call, which was his right, but once he saw that he was not going to win the argument, he went back and played the point and had to play several after that. Enqvist will not be very pleased with his.
Yes, Rios always second best there, particularly with the mishits, but he kept in the rally, kept making Enqvist hit more shots.
Which we have two questions. Number one, can Enqvist raise the level of his play, and will Rios become a little bit tentative?
You can't see it, well, the second. You can see the first.
Yes. Yeah, certainly he's not showing any signs of it. But then Enqvist is not showing any signs that he's about to raise the level of his play. He knows he's got to come up with good strokes. There's no two ways about that. He's a very, very hard hitter of the ball off the ground, and he puts his opponent under pressure and he's dictating the play. But today he's not really dictating enough of the play, so that puts him under more pressure. I think Rios may have broken a string when he hit the return.
He did extraordinarily well to get to it. Disappointing to see what a broken string looks like. Acknowledgement to the crowd.
He's right at the top of the frame. It was a pretty good serve. You notice there that before Enqvist hit that forehand, Rios was moving already. He's reading the Enqvist play.
A wild double. Second of the set.
You can only put that down to flat-out desperation.
He really went for it, didn't he?
Gee. Unfortunately, we can't see the speed of it. He's not messing around, that's for sure.
So I guess with a point now to take it to 2-4. Well, not much in the way of rallies in that game. A couple of doubles, but some big first serves as well. Still, one break divides them. Just off the back of the line. What a rally.
This is relief when that went in.
Terrific hitting from the Swede. And now a window of opportunity.
It looked like an unforced error on the returner serve, but it really was a fine kicking serve out wide because Enqvist was leaning to his left, expecting the serve to come to his backhand. Every time Enqvist looks like he's about to break through, get back, get ahead, comes up with a couple of unforced errors. That's too good.
He's starting to make his power count. For so much in the last hour, he's been second fiddle, really.
You can't hit a much better forehand than that.
So break point for the Swede.
For serve.
Yes, one forced error again hurting him at a crucial time.
I have to feel sorry for him because he is a fine player. He's not quite playing up to his high standard, but he is up against a player who is. Or was.
Second break point.
Thank you.
Well done. How brave was he there? Up to the net and volleying well, and Enqvist is back in the match. Level on breaks. It's Rios, 4-3, fourth set.
Play and win a week for 4 in the French Alps ski resort.
Chang through, beating Andrei Medvedev in 4. Highlights of all those matches at 10 o'clock with David Mercer, 9 o'clock if you're watching in the UK. And I mustn't forget one other result on an outside court. Sabine Appelmans of Belgium coming back from set down to beat Conchita Martinez, the number 3 seed. So she joins another Belgian, Dominic van Roost, still in the draw. Van Roost, who knocked out the number 2 seed yesterday, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario.
And Enqvist's previous service game, he hit a big serve up the centre line in the first court, broke a string of on the racket of Rios, and Rios didn't really play that last service game all that well. I wonder if that's not a good turning point for Enqvist. Certainly during the changeover, Rios handed a racket to the ball person with the strings off to his entourage. Please get a new racket restrung.
Giving that racket a bit of a hammering. And Enqvist has stoically gone his way about this 4th set, even when things looked as if they were going very wrong, when he was broken in the 4th game.
There have been 3 losers today on the centre court in the heat of the day, and I'm wondering what they wouldn't give to be out there right now where it's considerably cooler.
Yeah, I had the same thought. Not that these two will consider themselves lucky right now, but it was burning.
Then Rios is going to have to come up with even better shots.
Rios is looking a little nonplussed because the Enqvist forehand is now really working. The first time since the early stages, and break point now for Enqvist for a second successive break. What an answer. It's third ace of the set. Followed by his double. What were we saying about the forehand?
Yeah. You've got to be careful because he's obviously perspiring, and where he lay down there, perhaps he's made the court a little bit wet, and if it's a little bit wet, it's going to be slippery.
Well played, Rios. Still thinking about the forehand that went wrong. Yes, he was so close to really being able to turn the screw.
And, he's broken a couple of strings, and I'm convinced that with his mannerisms, he's not that happy with the racket that he's using. He has sent one racket that I've seen off to get restrung, but that's going to take a little while to come back. Maybe it'll be back in the next game or so, but I'm surprised if he's not happy with that racket, that he's not looking in the bag to find a racket that he's happy with. And it might just be nerves, tension, big occasion, big moment for him.
Here's Enqvist then. 4-5, one break each in this set. Serving to stay in the match. When he gets that return back, Enqvist sometimes it's just a little slow to prepare for that first forehand. Again, a staggering return, but an unforced error.
Kilometers an hour, that serve. Not the fastest that he's served today, but it's pretty darn quick.
Oh, incredible returns in this game.
Well, it's a sign of both of them are just showing you what champions are all made about. You know, I mean, they don't wait for the other guy to make errors. They're out there trying to make things happen for themselves.
Some incredible hitting through this match, and it's getting more consistent again. The Chileans winning the noise battle.
Just looking up at his entourage, his coach, Joachim Nystrom, to say, well, just how far is it out? I'm missing so many, and I don't know where the baseline is. You're going to have to tell me.
Fourth ace of the set for the Chilean.
Certainly Enqvist has been proven to be vulnerable to serve to the forehand today.
Big stuff. Rios in front. Enqvist serve for the second time to save the match.